Hey guys, Jace K here, back with another video, and today we're playing the Fruits of the Literature Club.
Yep.
Right now I'm playing Field Trip Z on Roblox.
Yeah, but he's gonna be done soon, right?
As soon as I get the secret ending, yes.
I let myself lean over the counter and breathe freely for a moment.
I have
Even I am being hit with a wave of stress because of all this, but nevertheless, it's not my first rodeo. When the police get to the forest, they will be on cleanup as well, searching for Knight Sayori. I'd go up there to help them look, but since I'm easily able to track Knight, but Monica is safer with me here. Leaning my left hip against the counter, a sudden fit of discomfort stings at me. Oh, my handgun is still strapped to my hip and doesn't even make a pillow's comfort, that's damn sure. Might as well just relax here and wait for the inevitable to happen. Alright, let's take a rest here. Sayori's breathing is labored, and she keeps placing hands onto her back. The poor girl has been walking for almost a straight hour, and she hasn't complained once about the pain in her leg or how tired she is. She really is a trooper. However, at the same time, she can't keep going like this. The forest is massive, and I don't think we're going to close to the border yet. The most I can do now is let her rest for a bit. You doing okay? Yeah, just a little tired. Sit down for a while. I motioned to a nearby rock that looks comfortable enough for her to sit on. I'm okay. Listen to me. You're going to sit down and rest. Oh, alright. I take her hand into mine and guide her to the rock and help her sit her down. She looks up at me with her sparkling blue eyes and smiles. Thank you for caring for me, hee hee. Don't mention it. You're in good condition to be active as we were tonight. But nevertheless, I'm proud that you're holding up. Really? Of course. Sayori's been holding back her tears ever since I first met up with her earlier. She is scared, she's in pain, she's barely able to hold it in the anxiety she's feeling. But her composure, though, throughout this makes me respect her even more. I never would have expected like a girl Sayori to be able to, I guess, really steal her resolve despite circumstances.
I like to, you know. Die!
Pat her gently on the shoulder and look into her eyes. She rests her arms and legs and leans forward, gently rubbing my hand on her back to try to offer her words of encouragement. Just rest for a bit, Sayori. I'm sorry I'm so slow. Don't apologize for that. You're doing great. We're almost out of here. Once you're ready to go, we'll make this last stretch. You really think we can get out of here? I wouldn't be sitting here with you if you were too tired to move if I didn't. Just sit here for a moment, and I'm going to try to see if I can have a signal to call for someone. Okay. Lifting my hand up and off her back, I grab my commissioned phone from my pocket and check the signal. None. Well, this is just peachy without signal. I can't contact Julia about what's going on. I hope to God that she got my page earlier. I know I give her a hard time, but I do trust her at times like this. But one of my concerns is if she trusts me, but that's another story for another time. Right now, my only focus is to get Sayori out of this god-forsaken forest. I hear the police! Wait a second, I hear sirens. I immediately look right at Sayori, and her eyes meet with mine in a relation. We're close enough to the border of the forest that I can hear sirens as they approach. We can reach the road in time.
We're not getting. I don't care. I'm not getting the Karen ending. I don't want the Karen ending.
I hate Karens.
Karen was a nice teacher, but I also hated her because her name's Karen.
Legitimately Karen. I want to speak to your manager. I don't like masks. I'm not going to vaccinate my children. Oh, wow? You think you can keep going now? Of course, let's go. Sayori stands up and starts to walk quickly toward the sound. I decide to stay right behind her, just in case anyone's behind who wants to stop us from getting out. I stay silent and keep listening to the sirens as they get closer. Sounds like if they're going to the main entrance of the forest. There's a bunch of campsites there where a majority of people can congregate. As long as they can get Sayori to an officer, she can explain everything that has happened. Both of us can get our room tended to, and we can finally end this nightmare. My phone goes off, startling me out of my thought-filled daze. My thumb hesitates to press the answer button because there's one or two reasons I'm receiving this call right now. Either Knight Sayori has been found safe, or they have been found dead. Just the latter crossing my mind is enough to make my stomach drop in anxiety. Mustering up the courage to press the answer button, I bring the phone to my ear. Ma'am, what is it? 4219 and the girl has been found. They have. Where are they? They've been taken to the hospital currently. They both were found with serious injuries that required immediate attention. That's fine. What were you able to gather from the situation?
Yep.
Well, man, I have a total of 12 bodies being taken to medical exam officers. Several others have been detained and are out to the end of town. Good. I'll be heading to the hospital shortly. Wrap everything up there and I'll get to the report tomorrow. Actually, ma'am, don't worry about the report. I can take care of that for you. You have more pressing matters to attend to tonight. Thank you, Miyuki. I owe you lunch for this. You're very welcome, ma'am. Long John's Pizza, ma'am.
I think we're getting pretty close to being done.
Yeah, I think we're gonna finish it in this episode.
Choppity chop chop.
Get off my piranha plant.
I'm not off it. I'm not on it. I'm in it.
Get out of my piranha plant. No, don't touch me there. This is my Nona Square. No, don't touch me there. This is my
Imagine
Nona
if you could wear this as a hat. What if you were a Mario pipe for Halloween and that was on your head?
I don't know. I am the call and turn to Monica, who's looking at me anxiously and waiting for any piece of information. You able to move? Yeah, why? We're going to the hospital. I walk over to Kachi and help Monica up to her feet. At first she struggled to stay balance, but then she managed herself to keep herself upright. I nearly scoffed at her, but then she realized she'd been beaten pretty hard earlier, so there's a big chance she has a concussion, or her equilibrium has been thrown off. Either way, bringing her with me to the hospital will benefit her as well. She needs to be checked on, too. Sometimes the damage is not physically seen in the body. I'm slightly concerned if she has any internal damage. As Monica and I leave, I lock the door behind us. Monica and I walked into the hospital
That looks like a nice hospital.
reception and get checked in. Afterward, I asked about the status of Knight and Sayori. Also, they called me a number. They called Sayori a girl. They called me like 1901 or something. So that means Afterward, I asked about the status of Knight and Sayori, giving the nurse essential about explaining that I am Knight's legal Minecraft guardian. She explained to me that Knight is currently undergoing treatment and cannot be seen until it is complete. Sayori is being examined. I look around the waiting room and sit next to Monica. How are you feeling? I have a really bad headache, but I'll be fine. Good. Still, we need to make sure you don't have any serious damage. Long John's Pizza, ma'am. I mean, I am a little dizzy, but not to the point where I think a doctor is necessary. You never know, Monica. Simply punching someone in the jaw once can lead to a multitude of medical complications. And no offense, but you got beaten pretty hard earlier. None taken, I understand. Plus, we can't do anything until Knight and Sayori are done, so we might as well knock this out real quickly. Right. For about 10 minutes of us waiting, a nurse comes out and calls for us from Monica. As Monica tries to stand up, I look in her eyes and place my hand on her shoulder. You're gonna be okay in there, going in there alone? Yeah, of course. It may not look like it, but I'm okay with being alone. Without saying another word, Monica goes with the nurse and disappears. Long John Pizza, ma'am.
It feels like eternities. The
receptionist
Yes.
calls out to me. When I approach the desk, while holding her desk phone in hand, she points down the hall with the other. Knight is down the hall. Turn to left, room 105. Thank you. Passing by the elevators that lead to the floors above, I turn left down a hallway that eventually leads me to a numbered hospital room. Once I get listed to 105, I open the door. The door to my room opens and Julia walks in. When she and I make contact, she runs over and hugs me. Gah! Woman, get off of me. Why do I call every girl woman?
Woman!
Woman, get off of me! Woman, stop doing that! Woman, shut up!
Girly girl.
Don't say that ever again. Her arms wrap around me and rub against my arm, shoulder, and back. All the places that were injured tonight. I grab her arms and try to pull her off me, but her grip on me is unexpectedly tight. Thank God you're okay. What? Julia doesn't say anything else afterwards. She remains silent and gently rocks back and forth during her hug. Of course I'm okay. Where do you think? I was going to die or something? You don't want that answer. Julia is behaving rather oddly, and to be honest, it's throwing me off. The last time she hugged me like this is when Ashley died. All of a sudden it hits me. She was worried about losing me. I guess I was assuming that Julia would not worry about me regardless of what happening. She was one of the people who trained me, but she's also the one who's caring for me. Understanding the stress she must have been, I'll wrap her arms around her as well, ignoring the sharp stinging in my shoulder. I'm okay, Julia, I promise you. She releases me and looks me in the eyes. I'm glad to hear. What happened to you? Take off my shirt and show us the various places I was hurt. When she notices my back, she slightly huffs. The fishing line that Sayori used to stitch me up has been removed and replaced with something more professional and medical grade, which should help ease the pain a bit. As for my shoulder that was dislocated, just needs time to rest. And one of the bullets that grazed my arm didn't cause too much damage, so nothing was really needed for that. After inspecting me, Julia sits me down on one of the nearby chairs and crosses her legs. How's Sayori? She's fine. I was able to get her out safely. Her inner thigh was sprayed and had some deep cuts on both of her arms and stomach, but nothing too serious. She got really lucky. Yeah, she did. You did something seriously stupid tonight, but you got her back. Me risking my life for her was not stupid. It was something I knew the risks and still did and still did. Sayori didn't deserve any of this, and if I had any way of stopping her pain, I was going to do it. I see. Well, you're lucky I got your message. If I hadn't, you'd probably still be in the forest. Or dead. I'm very much aware of that, Julia. I had to rely on you, which is a rare thing. Hey! But I knew I could rely on you. Why do you always have to say things like that? Yua's face flushes and she looks away. Heh. Put my shirt back on and gently stretch. So I heard Monica is here at the hospital. Huh? How did you know? Your assistant told me you were taking her here with you. Yes, she is here. She's also getting checked on. Looks like her equilibrium is off. Hearing that slightly pisses me off. I grip my hand in a fist and remember what the guy did to Monica. Held back on killing him. I really shouldn't have. Well, nothing looks too serious. Looks better safe than sorry, I guess.
All the people at the place besides Monica, Sayori, you, Julia, Yuri, and other peoples who have been involved in this do not deserve to die.
Natsuki.
And that guy that literally paid people to bully Sayori.
No, he deserves to die.
Oh yeah, he does. Also for creeping on her. Imagine if you just saw a person just creeping on your friend while she's getting dressed after a shower.
And he's just like, hey, boy. That's what I imagine him saying. I stand up in front of my seat in the hospital bed and stretch once more.
Are you breaking your bones?
No, I'm popping them.
It sounds like you're breaking them.
Well, I don't see a reason to stay in the room anymore. Let's leave and wait for Sayori aside. You need to rest tonight. You may not think so, but you look extremely exhausted. Shut up, I'm fine. No, sit down. Julia! I am fine. I raised my voice enough for her to get her to tell me. I know I look tired, just because I am tired, but the night isn't over yet. It won't be for a while. Look into Julia's eyes and try to reassure her, which doesn't look like it's successful. So difficult. You have the opportunity to actually rest for a bit until your friends are leave, and here you're rejecting that opportunity. Julia, I've never been the one to rest. Ashley taught me that. And I still get pissed off at her over it. She even pushed herself too hard at times. But that doesn't mean you have to. You're safe. Everything's over. And you can rest now. Not until Sayori is completely safe and all the bastards involved in this fry. I understand. Thank you, Julia. The entire night has been very eventful.
You need to stop saving so much.
I just don't want to lose my progress.
Literally, all you have to do is spam space to get back to where you were.
The entire night has been very eventful. However, it was not the first like this. There were a time before where I spent every last ounce of energy I had to protect someone close to me. And during the times where you're absolutely certain there's no turning back, you accept the consequences and you're inevitably going to face. And I'm going to accept the consequences to come. After about 5 minutes of followed intense times, I decided to address the elephant in the room. I turned to Julia and leaned against the wall next to her. So what is the plan? My assistant is writing up a report about tonight's events. It's gonna be a damn long one, too. Her voice flares slightly with irritation as she turns her head to look at me. Not only were the bodies recovered needing to be examined and documented, so were the live people who were detained. How many did the local PD arrest? Not as many as I would like. Nevertheless, they're being processed right now. Hopefully we can come up with something. Let me know if anything does come up. You'll be the first to know. Thanks, Jules. Pretty sure the girls will finish up by now. I'm gonna go outside and wait for them. Right, I'll get all you discharged. Julia stands up and gently pats me on my good shoulder, leaves the room. I follow her and go to the waiting room. Walking in the waiting room, I spot Monica sitting down in one of the chairs. Her eyes widen when she sees me. Knight, you're alright! She outstretches her arm to give me a hug, but I stop her before she makes contact. Sorry, it's just my back and my shoulder don't really feel that up to be hugged. I understand. What did the doctor say about your head? I have a mild concussion, nothing too serious. It will be fine.
You know what mild means?
What?
Not that bad. Like, it's the least... It's, like, not that bad. It's not even bad at all, in fact. It's, like, it barely hurts anything.
Monica was okay, thank God. I hate to admit it, but I was actually pretty worried about her after I sent her away from the forest. The prick who attacked her was pretty brutal, and I thought I showed up when I did. But if I was a minute late, I don't think she would be in good shape. Monica went to extreme length for a Sayuri, length that not many would be willing to go. I should respect Monica for that. Contrary to my own belief, I couldn't have had saved Sayuri tonight if it wasn't for her. Without saying another word, I mustered enough energy to ignore the pain in my back and my arm and wrap my arms around Monica. Huh? Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Monica doesn't reply. She wraps around her arms around me and squeezes.
Yeah, I'm going to war.
After a moment's silence, we let each other go, and I feel someone standing behind me. Turning around, I see Sayuri walking towards me with a relieved expression on her face. We lock eyes for a moment before she runs and hugs me. Her arms wrap around me. For some reason, I feel only warm from it. I return her hug by wrapping my left arm around my back and my right hand on the back of her head, securing her to me. After again, we have a moment of silence. Feeling Sayuri in my arms is something that feels so surreal. Just hours ago, I lost her forever. But here she is. Thank God. The weight of an entire night is beginning to take its toll on me. My muscles are sore and scream at me to stop moving. My breathing is labored. I'm covered in sweat, dirt, blood, and I'm mentally exhausted. Even formulating thoughts right now is taking a lot more energy than it should. Sayuri pulls away from a hug and looks up in my eyes. Knight, are you okay? I'm alright now, but what about you? My leg is sprained. I have some bandages on my cut, so I'm okay. I could definitely be worse. You're right, it could. I press her close to me one more time before releasing her. Monica walks over and gives Sayuri a hug while Julia joins us and hands me my discharge paper. Are you all ready to leave? Yep. Of course, let's get the hell out of here already. Monica, we're going to take you home first, and then I'm going to drop Knight and Sayuri off next. Sayuri's going to be staying with me at my house. Huh? Normally I would be extremely against that, but honestly, you're probably on the right track about that, Knight. If any of the people who caused this shit to happen tonight are still active, then going to your house isn't a safe thing to do. It would be better if you stayed with me tonight, so if anything happens, I'm at least able to do something about it quickly. I guess. Cyrus flushes and she looks off to the left. Now Monica nods and follows us out. Cyrus stays by my side and slowly grasps my hands in hers. The car ride to Monica's house was quiet and serene, mainly because both Monica and Cyrus were sleeping the entire way. I even caught myself dozing off a few times throughout the ride. The exhaustion that is overcoming me is almost too much to bear at this moment. The stress of nearly losing Sayuri is much harder on my body than the actual physical pain work was. Speaking of which, stress has a way of fatiguing people more than extreme workout. And boy, do I know that. Every so often I feel Sayuri's grasp on my hand tighten slightly as she fades through levels of consciousness. It's actually kind of heartwarming. The poor girl's missing so much tonight. She didn't deserve any of it. After we stop at Monica's place, Monica wakes up and gives everyone a quiet goodbye. We watch and tell her about a minute after she enters her house just to make sure she's okay afterwards. When we pull away to driveway, Julia looks back at Sayori while grasping my hand tightly while asleep. She smiles and turns her head back towards the road. I know I never really tell you this, Julia, but thank you for everything earlier. Don't mention it, kid. Kid? She hasn't called me that in years. Whenever she did, she usually was in an emotional mood or state. Or as Ashley would joke around, she is on her period. Well, it's pretty evident that is not the case here. She's probably just emotionally strained tonight as I was. Eventually, when we pulled up to Sayori's driveway, I gently wake up Sayori. Stop it!
It's just a puppet.
It was really expensive.
Really?
Yes.
That looks expensive. Like it's fun to mess around with.
Eventually, we pull up to Sayori's driveway, and I gently wake Sayori up. Both she and Julia exit the car and exit to our house to gather some clean clothes. After we return, Julia drops us both off at my house. Sayori seems too tired to even walk, so I try my best to help her up the stairs into my bed. After placing the blanket over her, I turned to start to walk out the room, but Sayori called my name, stopping me in my tracks. Night? Oh, what is it, Sayori? Is it too much to ask you if you could sleep with me tonight? I kind of don't want to be alone. Sure. Give me just a second to turn off the lights downstairs. Okay. After going downstairs and turning off the lights, making sure every window and door is locked, I'm doing the final checks and I turn in the room. Sayori is swaddled up in the blanket waiting for me. I gently slide next door and immediately she puts on arm me and starts to cuddle. Eh? You're so warm. Hee hee. Weirdo. I wrap my good arm around her and let her nuzzle into my chest. Almost about a minute, I hear a gentle coos coming from her. Wow, she must have really tired to fall asleep that fast. Or really comfy. And to be honest, this is actually something I enjoy right here. Sayori's warm and smells good despite all that happened earlier. And, well, she's important to me. Not everyone was able to experience something like this. I better take good advantage of it and finally relax. After this happened, I know I need rest, and so does she. So I can finally do that. What is that noise? What's that noise?
I thought it was over.
My eyes are closed, but my ears are very much open. I swear to God I heard a noise. Shuffling in my bed, I realized Sayori is not here. What? I didn't feel her leave. Shifting and sitting up my bed, I look around the room. My bedroom door is open, but Sayori isn't anywhere to be seen. Silently get off my bed and move toward the door. The dark haze remains completely silent and still, which gave me an eerie feeling that tingles up my back. Walking into the hallway and leaving my room, I look for any listening noise or movement. The bathroom door opens and my head snaps to it. And Sayori walks out of it, giving me a sudden startle. Oh, Knight, you're awake. Yeah, I heard a noise. Oh, that was me. I was using the bathroom. I see. I let my Minecraft guard down for a moment and returned to my bedroom, sitting down onto the bed. Sayori follows and sits next to me, looking with eyes in her sapphires that almost seem to glow in the dark. They honestly do, actually.
Yeah, that's it. I can tell why you like this mod. It gives you that, like, emotion.
Yeah, it gives you real emotion. I cried in the second episode. I legitimately cried and I was holding back tears.
Trust me, this game is getting to me. It's getting my emotion.
Yeah, the other mods will too.
Some of them. Some of them just make you just feel disgusted. Cough, cough, take a week with Yuri.
Cough a day with Yuri.
Yeah, that one was just terrifying.
You okay? Yeah, I'm just still recovering from everything. A sudden ache in my shoulders burns at me, so I tend to rub to calm it. Yeah, I guess I'm a little too. It's all just so scary. But then I remember I have you to protect me. Hee hee. You're lucky I care for you. I reach over my good arm, gently pat Sayori's back.
And I ruffle her hair.
Noogie time! I learned how to do noogies!
Yeah, and I've known how to do them since I was 5.
Ah!
And I'm really good at them because my dad did them to me all the time when I was 5.
She giggles silently and then wraps her arm around me. Thank you again, my hero, Academia. That's an anime. Don't mention it. I pull her closer to me and then she rests my head on my shoulder, still hugging me. We both sit down, slowly embracing each other until she's on Glady. Sayori and I scoot backing up the wall, sitting on the bed to make sure ourselves are more comfortable. She continues resting on her head until she falls asleep silently. It's kind of cute, actually. I'll bet silently annoying because I'm not a bed for people to rest on, but I'll make an exception for her. Plus, it's kind of nice. I'll give Sayori a few minutes to fall into a good depth of rest before I lie her down on the bed. Her face squints for a second, but then eases back to her neutral face for someone in a peaceful rest. Lucky girl. I don't even think I could fall asleep that easily after all that was happened. Keeping my voice down, I look around the room and check in to reflect on everything that was yet another time tonight. I may have battled with hardening, but that doesn't mean anyway I'm immune to stress. And normally I wouldn't be as affected if Sayori wasn't involved. So the sudden shock of everything welling up on me is mean all of feeling. My mind just runs through several possible scenarios and hypotheticals of what could happen tonight. Each one plays through with a lot of detail that either raises or lowers my overall anxiety. The only rescue I have from hell is experienced right now is when Sayori shuffles in bed and rolls onto her side. It rips me from inner depths of my consciousness and brings me back to reality. None of what my mind was envisioning ever happened, thank God. I might as well get some sleep. I'm too exhausted to keep up with this. Slowly getting under the blanket with Sayori, lie my head down on a pillow and close my eyes. (1620XX) Opening
2020.
Opening the door, I walk into a familiar, warm atmosphere that I haven't visited for a while. Night! Welcome back! Monica walks over and greets me smiling. Yo, Monica!
Yo!
That's how my usual greetings. How are you feeling? I'm great! Also, really glad you decided to come in today. Yeah, it's been overdue for a couple of days now. I've been busy after school lately, so never really had time to come in. I understand. Well, we're going to be starting soon here. Find a seat and get comfortable.
Because what? Is there going to be another kidnapping?
Alright. Monica turns and walks to her desk. Wolf and Yuri and Natsuki appear out from behind her. Look who is finally back! Took you long enough? Yeah, it's not like I was busy rescuing your friend and making sure the rest of you are safe or anything. Well, it's good to have you and her back. Not that it means I missed you two or something. Ah, good old solidariness. Move away from me, Seamus. That's way too close.
I'm sorry, I can't see the screen.
Yes, it's good to have you and Sayori back, Knight. I believe that all of us missed you dearly, especially after everything that has happened. I guess it would be a lie if I said I didn't miss being here either. And I know Sayori missed you all extremely. I looked past both girls and watched Sayori help Monica with something at her desk. She looks at me from across the room and waves. Thank you for doing all you did for Sayori. I know you got hurt doing it, but thank you again. Yuri blushes and looks away. Yeah, I heard you got really hurt. Are you okay? Not that I care or anything, it's just Natsuki stammers with her words for a second before I raise my hand to stop her. I'm going to be okay. It's only been 3 days since the night, but I'm recovering quickly. That's good. Natsuki looks off to the side, worried for a moment, even though from her attitude I can tell she's genuinely concerned about my health and well-being since the accident. I smirk and move my arms around to prove that I still have mobility. I also heard you confronted some of the people who were rolling Sayori here. That is correct. That is very noble of you. Yuri claps her hands together and holds them to her chest as if she was picturing herself in Sayori's shoes. Natsuki looks intrigued and pops her head a second before looking away again. Sayori's been very happy since she came back. Normally when you weren't around she'd be... Natsuki, how would you describe it? Well, she'd always be bright when you're around. Before you actually started coming to school here, her brightness was dim. Natsuki makes quotes with her fingers. They're both referring to Sayori's depression, which has been hitting her hard since recently until the kidnapping. I expected the person who worsened her thing was the only person who suffers from depression and amplified emotions they feel, pushing their mind that can feel that cause what happened in general, thus making the depression worse. Well, it seems Sayori like that at all lately. In fact, she's been especially bubbly and joyous. I don't know whether to be worried or happy. Better to just say it just in case. Yeah, I guess lately she's been a lot happier, which I would prefer to the alternative, don't you think? Both girls nod in agreement.
nodding simultaneously.
Loogie time!
My hair's in knots. Oh no, oh no. Owie. Mamma mia. Mommy!
I do that to Sayori all the time! Both girls nod in agreement. Monica calls Yuri over to her, so she turns away, shuffles away. She turns and shuffles away, leaving me and Natsuki in the front of the room. Natsuki looks at me, hesitating, speaking and breaking into somewhat awkward silence with her. Listen, I'll make this quick, but I don't want you to think that I'm too mushy for me. But thank you for protecting my friend and getting her back safe and sound. You're also a good friend and also a good boyfriend to her. I'm sorry for saying that you weren't. Natsuki looks away from me, seeming to be hurt by my own words. I place a hand on her and turn her to face me, looking into her eyes. I understand that at the time you're upset. It's natural for someone to throw blame on something like this happens when they don't even want to realize that they are. Accept your apology, Natsuki. After saying another word, she closes her eyes and gives me a hug. Huh? What the hell are you doing? Woman! She squeezes me for a second and then releases me. Don't get any weird ideas. I just wanted to say you're a good friend, and I guess a hug was a good way of expressing that. Woman! I see, woman! We should just do a video where on the end of every sentence I say I just sound like, woman! I see, woman! Pat her on the head and she gently recoils. Woman!
Okay.
Don't mess up my hair!
Video.
Woman!
We can do that in a different.
It was already messed up before I pat you. Woman! I chuckled to it.
Don't keep saying woman.
Okay,
we can do that in a different video.
She gently hits me on my good arm. It's good to have you back, dummy.
No,
Man!
Woman.
Natsuki smiles and walks back to her desk.
Woman.
Sayori looks at me and then walks up to me. Hi, Knight. Yo, Sayori, how you doing? I'm doing fantastically. I'm so glad you're back in the club. A dub.
Thanks for the grub.
No, I'll give you more noogies if you say that.
I miss when you slapped me when I said that. Ow! Ow, my nose hurt.
I'm strong, man.
That's my nose. It already felt like it was broken before.
I'm strong. I'll let you viewers know that. I'm very strong.
And especially Yuri in the comment section. Stop coming after us. Or specifically Knight.
Yeah, it's being kind of a B-word or whatever gender you are, you little piece of crap.
You're a genderless child.
You little shit.
Exactly, that's what you are. Yuri in the comment section.
Actually, she's taller than everybody because she's big shit. I never left. I just had to take care of stuff with Julia for the last few days. Did everything go okay? Yep, now I have the time to spend here at the club. Take my hand and begin to ruffle her hair with it.
Just because my hair is longer than hers doesn't mean you get to ruffle it.
Oh. And with you. Stop! Hee hee! Sorry's blushing face helps relieve the unease I've been feeling today. It's only been 3 days since I arrived at the forest to save her. She really has returned to staying at her house, and I'm still at mine. But lately I haven't been at the club since Julie and I've been having regular meetups and additional information. So far, nothing really important has uncovered. Looks like a majority of people who are involved are now in custody. As a result of that, I haven't seen Sayori in the few last days of that class, so I guess seeing her, if you would spend time with her, is here is a good thing. So, are you happy to be back? Of course, why wouldn't I be? Haha, hee hee, I don't know. I'm good at doing Sayori's voice.
Honestly, sunshine.
There's a little ball of sunshine right here.
Yes, except that when we're not here, she's a little ball of. She's the moon.
She's a little dim ball.
No, she's the dark side of the moon when we're gone.
From Mario Odyssey. I have references to everything. You know that. I have references coming out of my ass. To be honest, I'm only glad to be here at the Literature Club. What word goes around the school and now I had a hand at bringing Sayori back, which extent is still a mystery to me. What's this minority that I don't really desire? Some other guys in my English class kept asking me questions about it. I didn't even offer much to respond to them. It slightly pisses me off that some people want into my business like it's their own, but I guess it's as easy to ignore them or blindside them with something different.
PG-13.
After a day or so everything calmed down. Sayori grabs one of my arm and gently pulls me to the other girls. Come on! Let's start the club already! We can all have fun! The other girls smile and get into their seats. The club went as normal. We talked about all different kinds of literature and poems and joked about Sayori misunderstanding a word. Yuri and Elsie tried their best to get Sayori and I to talk about the cool things I did to save her. But thankfully, Sayori understands that we both stay quiet about what happened. She just kept her normal, bubbly face and said something really corny like, he was my hero! My Hero Academia! In which the other girls would look and look directly at me.
Do you want to know how long it's been since I brushed my teeth?
How long?
2 days.
Joke's on you, it's been a week. For me.
Usually, one time it went up to a year with me without brushing my teeth.
I've gone to 2 years, actually. 3, actually.
And I don't get cavities often. At all.
Me either. Maybe the doctors are lying. Next video, guys. Doctors are lying. The cavities aren't real. The government are watching us in fake birds.
And coronavirus doesn't exist.
Not gonna lie, it felt really weird to be put in that position. I hope to God it's not the last time they look at me and do that. But after each of us read poems to each other, I take a stick of pepper out of my pocket and what did I say? And place it onto the desk in front of me. Each of the girls looked at me with bewilderment. I just pulled a bar of gold out of my pocket. You wrote a poem? Of course I did. You did say we were gonna read poems today, right? Yeah, because of what happened. I didn't expect you to bring one. Surprise! Starting to talk like Sayori. I can't wait to read it! It's been a while since I've read one of your poems. I'm interested. Well, it can't be better than mine, so let's see. Where this road has brought me. The road ahead of me was paved with dirt and gravel. Meandering through the bumps and gaps were my daily tribulations. But something changed along the way. The dirt turned to grass. The rock turned to flowers. I attempted to deny this false pretense in my mind beheld. For some reason I didn't question it. I kept going. The clouds overhead dissipated and the sun shone down once were. But it feels as it was forever since I last saw it. The road has a stop on it. As I approached it, I saw her, the true embodiment of everything I was missing in a person. The closer I got, the more scared I became, but the better I felt. She sat down in a patch of grass, smiling at the world. When she saw me, I saw her. It all changed. Instead of turning away and scoffing like in my past, she took my hands into hers and made the road along ahead a truly worth traveling. She's been by my side now, walking the same road, and that's how things ended up this way. I will never know, but one thing I know is where this road has brought me. Each of the girls looked at me stunned, except for Sayori. She looks off to the side, trying to hide her face, which is as red as a cherry right now. Amazing! You did a very good job with the language, Knight. Whoa! Thank you, Knight. Scarlet scooped her chair close to me and wrapped her arms around me. Ah, well, you're welcome. I'm glad you all liked it. I folded the paperback up and handed it to Sayori, who takes it and held it against her chest. I love it so much! It's a Knight poem about me! Hee hee! Okay, everyone. I think that's going to be a good
Okay, everyone. Of course she has to say it.
I think that's going to be a good place to leave it for today. Natsuki and Yuri turn away and start to pack her things. Monica looks at me and gives me a stinky wink, then looks at Sayori. Sayori looks back at me and I can already predict what she's going to say. Knight, can we? Yes, we can walk home together. Yay! Monica gets up and starts to pack her stuff.
Yes, we can walk home together.
Sayori already seems to have gotten everything ready to leave. I grab my backpack and sling one of the straps over my good shoulder and start toward the door with her. As she and I leave the room, she grabs her head with hers and sits close to me. We both meet our old spot and split up. Hey, Knight? Do you want to hang out later? I don't see why not. I just gotta get something for Julia and then I'll hide her one. Okay, hee hee. Sari beams and gives me a hug. Before I can realize, she lets go and trots off towards her house. Watch her she goes and then I walk into my house. I toss my backpack on one of the pack and grab a small manila envelope that was placed neatly on a small coffee table in the middle of the living room. It's labeled Knight with familiar, neat handwriting from a specific brunette I know. I take a seat on the couch and open the envelope and examine the insides. Inside are several files and documents about the people who were detained and killed the night before I brought Sayori back. Usually there isn't anything that is useful, but you can never really tell if something isn't useful at first glance. Ashley taught me to look out for outliers such as age, race, occupation, or finances. The ages of people involved are scattered across the board, so there's little I can gather from other than the operating group, not discriminating against age. They just take whoever they want in their ranks. The races, too, are also mixed, which is odd, because a lot of crimes seem to have probably Caucasian, Hispanic, or African American. So this group, once again, will take anyone in their ranks, which doesn't really seem to strike me as an organized crime sort of deal. Occupations don't tell me anything useful, neither there's finances. So overall conclusion is that these people were hired to do things all they did, but here they are, and the police interrogations don't tell us anything useful. Scrolling at myself, I put the documents back into the element and slide it to the couch to see the temporary stash. My phone dings, it's a test mission from Sayori. Hey, I'm gonna take a shower but clean up before you came over. Sorry if I take a bit. That little cute face. Sorry, send me usually emoticons, and I just offer an acknowledgement and put it back, my phone back. Leaning against the couch, I wait for Julia to give me a call so we can discuss everything. Isn't long before she arrives at my door and invites herself in. I return the envelope to Julia and we conclude that until one of the people in custody breaks out about their boss, nothing else is provided to be useful. And with an irritated sigh, I accept and follow Julia outside. When outside, Julia and I continued to talk in a car longer than I really expected or wanted us to. She gave me the normal run and that no one should know how much involvement I had in the situation and, if possible, deny any involvement completely. It's customary for agents and company not insisting like things happen, which I'm more attuned with since I'm easily able to work in the shadows and disappear as I appeared. When we finished our talk, the sun has started to go down and the night creeps up. Closing the door behind me, I grab a quick swap of water, and I still haven't heard anything from Cyrus to see mercifully together. Small twinge of uncertainty starts to envelop me, and starts feeling I should go check with her. I mean, I'm done with Julia anyways. Putting the glass away in the cupboard, I exit the front door and start walking to Sayori's house. When walking into our house, all the lights downstairs are off. I take a second for my eyes to adjust, but something just feels off. Just to be safe, I decide not to call out for her and just go to her room. Quietly skulking up the stairs, I finally reach Cyrus' bedroom. The door is closed and the light is on. I press my index on top of the door. It's cold, so no one has touched it recently. Cyrus said she was going to take a shower earlier, so I head her to her bathroom. I decided to notice there's humanly still lurking in there. A damp towel, but no Cyrus. She must be in her room. Well, that's odd. She didn't make no noise in her room at all. I returned to her door and swallowed the saliva in my mouth and gently opened the door. Hey! What the hell? The sight before me nearly freezes me into my tracks. Kagan's holding Sayori against his chest with his arm wrapped around his waist and pointing a gun to her head. The blood instantly turns cold and looks into my eyes. Finally! Jesus Christ! It took so long to check on your Sayori. What is he to you now? Sayori sobs helplessly, trying to pry his arms away from her. Oh, come on, sweetheart, you can say it. Get your hands off her, Kagan. Keeping my voice calm, I try to rationalize the situation and access exactly what's going on and how to counter it. Kagan's appearance is developed, like he was under a lot of stress and finally snapped. But his eyes look calm and cold, as if this was all planned. There's a couple of scratches on them, or no doubt Sayori trying to get out of his chokehold. He also looked to be a generic 9mm handgun, in which his fingers are already on the trigger, ready to fire. No, I don't think I will. You don't have control of what happens anymore. I do. Kagan, if you hurt her, I swear to God, I'll make sure you suffer a fate worse than death. At this point, what are you going to do? I have the gun and I'll do whatever I want with it. I don't offer a response, just slowly pace to the left side of the room. Kagan shifts from him and Sayori, so they're constantly facing me head on. I can't get an angle on either of them. I want you to stay back against that wall right here. He nods to the wall that Sayori's calendar is posted on. I slowly comply and go close to the wall. Sayori makes eye contact with a tear trailing down her panicked face. Immense anger taking over me. I try my best to remain calm and collected.
Why doesn't he have his handgun on him?
The gun that Kagan holds doesn't look like a modified trigger system, but I can figure out type of attack. I can determine the pressure needed to discharge a round. I can't risk throwing anything if inside would get hurt. Damn it, what do I do? I raise both my hands down outwards when I was show Kagan. I do not have anything in my hands. I was trained to do this to show that I'm not much of a threat to the aggressor as he is to me. It also makes them feel that I'm more in control of the situation. Why are you here, Kagan?
What does it look like?
Look, you're just setting yourself up for failure here.
Failure?
Ha ha ha! Wait, how about you read Kagan? Kagan. Read it.
Haha, failure! I've already won, knight.
Won what exactly?
Ever since you came here, you've ruined everything. I have had.
Planned, so you mean
Everything was planned
to circumvent you.
If you had not shown up that night, I through Sayori's bedroom window, none of this would happen. I have an intense voice. You got involved in something that you really shouldn't have. You're the reason all of this happened. ... Someone like you shouldn't be around girls, Nixon. She's sweet, caring, and trusting. But you have the eyes of a killer. The meaning of a man who knows only to harm and not to heal. You are better off alone in school. Minding to yourself and remaining near that all.
We all initially thought you were. So you mean to say that because I stopped your perverted peep session, you caused everything to happen?
For lack of better terms, yes.
So the kidnapping was planned by you?
Kind of, yeah. People will do almost anything if you promise them what they want.
So you purposely hurt the girl you desire?
Sometimes you have to do what is necessary to justify your meal. You're a smart guy. You understand this. Eh?
I don't see how hurting an innocent girl when your problems are with me would justify any of the atrocities you have committed. You paid people to bully Sayori so you could stand up against them and protect her.
Guilty as charged, but that is.
So you guys know you can't flush baby wipes, okay?
But it is nothing compared.
Can you speak a little louder?
It is nothing compared to what you had done, Knight. For the last 24 hours, how many people have you killed? ... Oh yeah, I know. I was the one organizing all the dumbass. Surprise!
You son of a bitch.
Oh, getting a little mean now. Eh?
How could you put Sayori through all of this?
You've caused too much trouble for me to just let this go. People at school talk about how much of a hero you are, how you saved Sayori from hell, and how you're an angel. God, that should have been me.
Let me guess, you plan to save Sayori from the kidnappers just like you originally planned with the bullies.
Now you're catching on. It's easy to win a girl's heart over if you save hers. I suck at that.
And I was going swimmingly.
Wait. Oh wait, I was going swimming there until you showed up and ruined it all.
Sorry to rain on your parade there, Kagan.
Shut the bleep up. Shut your smart ass mouth right now.
I didn't read the actual sentence.
I don't want to hear your smart ass mouth right now.
Please, Kagan.
Shut up, Sayori. I'm a little busy dealing with this cockroach that has been bothering me.
He presses the barrel against the gun to Sayori's temple, and my stress immediately skyrockets. So you decided that after I ruined all your plans, you were just gonna pull a stunt like this? What exactly do you think something as a genius as this will accomplish in the end?
Get on your knees and beg me to keep Sayori alive.
Oh please, oh Mr. Gunman, please don't hit my girlfriend. Make a mocking tone with my voice and do a slight jazz hand to add to insult to injury.
Do you think I'm joking? At this point, I just want you dead. With you gone, my life would be so much easier.
The same could be said about you, but I bow to no man, especially one with a girlfriend held hostage.
This isn't a request. This is a demand!
He presses the barrel against Sayori's head again. Damn it, I thought that was losing his confidence a bit. I need to decide what to do fast. I can comply with his demands, but I have my handgun which is holstered to the small of my back around my waist. I can go for it. Ooh, let's save here. Grab the handgun or comply with Kagan.
All of them will probably end up with Sayori's death. So grab the handgun. What do we do? Tune in next time. Guys?
No, we're finishing this off. Comply with Kagan. I decide to lower myself to my knees and keep my hands raised. Kagan, you have no reason to bring her into this. Let her go. You and I can handle this man to man. Tempting, but no.
Wait,
now do as I told you. Beg for Sayori's life.
And mine. Now do as I told you. Beg for Sayori's life.
Sayori makes eye contact with me, tears still dripping out with down cheeks. She shakes her head and looks away. Kagan, please let Sayori go. She's innocent in all this and she doesn't deserve to be put through this. How could you even bring yourself to harm her if it's something you can't fathom? But again, your problem is with me. Focus on me, Kagan. Please, leave her out of this.
Is that the best you can do? That's all you can say. That you think will save your girlfriend.
I'm not used to pleading for others' lives, as you can tell. So excuse me if I'm not a petty little prick like you. Because you're not a prick, you're the whole cactus.
You have a lot of nerve saying that.
You have a lot of nerve being within a mile of my girlfriend after you attempted to peek at her like a pervert you are. And as I said then, you're lucky I didn't just slaughter you right then and there. Looking back, I really should have.
It's quite alright. Everyone makes mistakes. Your mother just happened to not correct one she made. Oh, snap! You
Joke's
did not
on
just
you,
say that.
asshole! You never knew my mom. So I never had to beg someone for attention like you have.
Your mother?
Kagan lifts his arm that holds Sayori's waist and jerks it up so he now has Sayori by her neck. He tightens his grip and gently chokes Sayori. I try to stand up, but he presses the barrel against her head again. Sayori's tear-filled eyes close and squint. My blood begins to boil as I watch helplessly. Sayori's still able to breathe, but not much. She's putting her countless amounts of stress just to get me to break. Kagan, let her go and fight like me like a man. There's no honor in this.
Honor? Do you give a shit about honor?
You think I give a shit about honor?
I don't even.
I coped at... oh, wait.
I coped and looked at Sayori naked, and you're over here talking about honor.
I thought that maybe since you wanted to kill me, you actually put yourself to a challenge. You want me dead, right? You can shoot me right here and now. Now, that would make me feel good. But how good if you gave me a chance to fight back and still kill me? Kagan's face purses off his side for a second while loosening the grip on Sayori's neck.
Not a bad suggestion. Not bad at all.
He takes a minute to fall silent and then he thinks. I make eye contact with Sayori and nod my head, desperately trying something to calm her down. She doesn't move her head much and just hangs it lowly.
Nah, I think I'll be fine with how things are right now. You being dead will satisfy me, no matter if you fight back or not. Well, time to die.
Keegan points the gun at my head and smiles. This how I die? Thought I could do better than just spat some sarcastic bullshit at him, especially if he has my girlfriend hostage. Actually, would be disappointed in me. After taking one final look in Sayori's eyes, I closed my own and bowed down my head. I'm sorry I failed you, Sayori. You deserve so much better than this.
What the hell?
All of a sudden, I hear Kagan scream out of pain. Opening my eyes, I see Sayori biting down on the arm that Kagan uses to hold her. She managed to get a good grip, too. Kagan is violently shaking his arm to get her off. This is my chance. With my right knee planted on the ground, I shift myself onto the left foot and spin it forward. Kagan's eyes widen to see the Grim Reaper charging toward him. I wrap my hand around Kagan's right wrist, which is holding the gun. Using my other hand, I reach between him and Sayori and pull Sayori away. Next, I grab onto his head and grip some hair and push him off back next to the window.
Get off me!
We both stand there for a moment, my left hand still focusing on the gun in his hand, my right still pressing his head against the window. He starts to swing back, hitting me in the face a few times, but starts to loosen my iron grip on him. I'm not letting you get away, Kagan. I told you, if you bring in her into this, you will suffer. And I'm not a dog. I'm a lion. And you've entered my pen.
Isn't it supposed to be Ken?
Wait, no. He swings once more at contact with my right temple, temporarily stunning me. My grip on him doesn't listen.
You and your bitch of a girlfriend are gonna pay for this. ...
You can call me a bitch, but you will not call her one. I pull his head towards me with the hand I was gripping his hair and slam it back into the window. The window breaks under pressure and glass splatters everywhere. Night! Sayori screams my name as Kagan manages to point the gun at me. I pivot my hip and shove my knee into where his crooked to his right side. Out of reflex, he starts coughing and drops the gun.
My gun!
He lifts his head back up from outside the window and practically growls at me. I take the hands now holding his head and slam it back down against the shattered glass frame of the window. Kagan screams in agony. I can feel the razor-sharp clash shards tear in the back of his skull of his head. The scraping of the glass against his scalp sends a very chilling and disturbing sound in my ears. But I've heard worse, much worse. This is nothing to me. Kagan continues to fight back, causing me to slam his head repeatedly onto the rim of the window. Night, watch out! Out of the corner of my eye, I see a bloody hand with a sharp shard of glass swing towards my throat. I duck my head just in time, and the glass just makes contact with my arm. Yeah, god damn it, Kagan. Fuck you. Oh wait, that's you.
After yourself.
Presses the glass deeper in my arm and twists it around, sending intense searing pain through my arm. I repeatedly start to slam his head against the jagged glass against the window again until the hands let go of the glass in my arm. He breathing slows and his body goes up. I reach my grip on him, stand up, leaving him slumped in the window.
You monster!
I'm only protecting someone I care about. Anyone else would have done the same, Kagan. There is no response. The breathing stopped and his lifeless body slides down the wall onto the floor. Breathing heavily, I look over Sayori as she runs to my side. Night, are you alright?
Wait, did he just kill Keegan?
Yes. Told you that bitch was gonna die. I'm a man of my word, and I'm strong and badass in this game. I'm fine, just a small flesh wound. What about you? How's your neck? It's okay, just a little sore. I want you to call 911 and get paramedics here. Shouldn't we remove the sharp glass in your arm first? No, that isn't a good idea. If we remove it, it'll tear through more of the muscle out of the way and cause me to bleed anymore. Gross! I'm sorry. It's fine. Sayori retrieves her phone and begins to call for help. When you have to protect someone that you love, you'll stop at nothing to ensure their safety. Well, you go to lengths, though you will never be able to go. And you will want just to see their smile again. An important woman told me that once, and I never understood it until now. Tiger. So was that kid all along? Correct, he was behind all of it. He planned it from the start, and I stopped him from peeping on Sayori. Well, if we've confirmed he was behind the entire kidnapping, then I can fabricate a story regarding his death, and we can move on. Okay, Seamus, we're currently doing something.
No, but Tiger's in here.
But it should be recorded by the media tomorrow morning. Thank you, Julia. Don't mention it. You did very well this last week. That's a fact. Now don't start doing too cocky. Just made me think of a conversation I had with an Ashley a while ago. I'm curious. Hey, don't worry about it. We just talked about behind your back like we usually did. Oh, she and I did that with you too. You did not. One thing that you agreed on is that we can both rely on you when we needed you. I know I give you a hard time, but sometimes you can come to rely on. Shit, don't start getting sappy with me. It's kind of disturbing coming from you. We can go back to talking about when I found in your drawer when I was younger. No! Alright then. I'm gonna be going now. You go inside and get some rest. And for the love of God, can I please go a few days without hearing that you've gotten into more trouble? Oh, about that. What is it now? Sayori is pregnant. What? Are you serious? No. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God, the look on your face. I officially hate you. Good night, Jules. Night. Julia walks to a car and back inside. I lie back on the bed and close my eyes for a second. The light overhead somewhat blinding me. It's over. It's all over. Thank God. I made the right choice! Seamus, if we didn't go for the handgun, we probably could have died, or Sayori died.
Yeah, we're lucky we did. Or we could have just ended kind of the same.
She looks so relaxed and comfortable. Despite everything that's happened, the joy that she enacts never fades. This is what I love about her. I guess I should probably follow her lead. I'm pretty exhausted as well. Heaving a quiet sigh as I get up, I walk over my door and turn off the light. I lie next to Sayori under the blanket and rest my head under the pillow. Almost if I was an instinct, Sayori rolls over and wraps her arm around me. Smiling, I lean down and gently kiss her forehead.
Tiger's on bed.
10, 20, 20XX. Hurry, it's getting cloudy already. Give me a damn second, woman. We just got back from your therapy. Due to Sayori's depression, I convinced her to see a professional therapist so we can start the steps of helping her depression. At first, she was worried about the cost, but thanks to everything I've saved up so far from work, payment is not a problem. I scratched. Ow!
Sorry.
Sayori trots out onto the balcony. Hee hee! Look at the sky, it's so pretty out today. If you say so, it should rain soon too. Yep, we should get a good drizzle today. Take a seat on my chair and look out my balcony. The clouds are indeed rolling in.
Where's the end?
No. This is not the end yet.
I know.
Blue
I was just trying
sky
to
barely begins to form a gray aura that the grayscales will land. Sayori walks over me, smiles, and sits down on my lap. I wrap an arm around her and hold her close. She giggles and leans back on my chest, holding the book we were planning on reading together. Thank you for everything, my hero, Academia. I should be thanking you. You saved my life, not by attacking Kagan. Well, if I didn't do anything, you were going to die, and so was I. Well, I came naturally to me, and I fought my best to protect you, Knight. It's because I love you. You're still having a hard time saying it, aren't you? Don't say it that way. It's just something I've never said to anyone but my parents before. Well, you probably have an easier saying it than I do. But I love you too, Sayori. Hee hee. But first we just sit here before doing clothes, but then he cracks the book and urges me to read. Isn't that the portrait of Markov? We got to read until the clouds form more into the sky. Sayori said she always wanted to sit outside and watch the rain with me sometime. To be honest, I don't know how much time I even left to be around here. But now I have the opportunity to plan every moment of it. In life, you always win and lose some. Take the experience from that and use it better for your future. Story.
Guys, this was a very touchy and emotional mod. Trust me, it really got to me. It really got to me. It got to Knight too. I hope you guys got that embrace of emotion. And guys, give credit to all these people on screen for making this amazing mod. Trust me, it really got me. Caught me off guard. So guys, do check it out. Check it out, yeah.
I'm going to cry.
Me too. Oh. I wish we could have had more story, but this is the best we got. Some loser. But guys, give credit to all these people on screen. They did their
you.
thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed the whole entire series. Trust me, it really gets you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do like and subscribe. And click that notification bell to get notified every single time we make another one of these type of videos or any other videos.
I don't think we ever met her, actually.
We never did. But anyway, y'all, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please wait, that's Julia. She's blonde.
No, she's brunette.
Yes, no, I remember Monica saying it.
Yeah, but I've said twice that she's brunette in the text.
And that is brunette, right?
Yeah, so
that's Julia. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Comment down below if you want us to make another one of these mod series,
or if you want us to do a different route.
We did the Sayori route. If you guys want us to do the Natsuki route, the Yuri route, the Monica route.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Monica route. Or maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this series. And we'll probably be doing some more in this series. But please do like and subscribe. We'll probably do some more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please have an awesome rest of your day.
Bye, guys.